Hey YouTube, this is AlphaDog566 coming to you with some updates, some odds and ends here. I am stopping Yu-Gi-Oh for at least this format, and I'm starting to get into Magic a little bit more. Only 'cause I can't believe fucking Konami would just shut down a plant engine like that. Really fucking irritates me. And ninjas are doing great. I probably won't be competing all that much anymore, but every now and again I'll try to get to you guys with a new deck profile. So, but I'm actually doing a Magic deck profile. I just started using this deck, and this deck's actually quite a bit of fun. I spent 25 bucks on it and made my money back with 2 cards in the deck. So, I mean, hell, got a different couple things from some of my friends that have been playing for a while. It's a Goblin deck. I call it Goblin Burn because that's pretty much all it does. Alright, 1 Hill Driver or Hell Rider. When you bring them out, whenever a creature I control attacks, the opponent automatically takes 1 just from his effect. He's a 3/3. He's actually really good. I think in 1 turn I got him up to a 9/2, I believe, and pushed game after I burned my opponent for 11. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that combo eventually. For Goblin War Drivers, he's a 2/2 with Battle Cry. When this creature attacks, all other attacking creatures get a +1/0 for the rest of the turn, which just helps boost all your goblins because they're all real low and weak. 4 Ember Haulers. You tap a magic or a land to sacrifice them and to burn your opponent for 2. Next card is Goblin Bushwhacker. He's got a kicker effect. He's a 1/1. I could pay an additional land or fire land magica, whatever the hell you want to call it, but when Goblin Bushwhacker enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, all creatures gain a +1/0, which is frickin', to me, is pretty fun. You summon him, he becomes a 2/1. Frickin' my devil dude becomes a, where are you? Not only becomes a 4/3, so it really helps out, makes him a little bit stronger. Not by much, but it does help. Looks like I'm running out of time here pretty soon, so 4 Goblin Arsonists. I'm gonna go ahead and put this card aside for right now. He's a 1/1, and when your creature, or when this creature dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent or to another player, creature or player. 2 or 3 Torch Fiends. This card can get very annoying. I was playing against a Mers deck last night. Brought this guy out and I had a butt ton of lands on. I think I had like 15 lands on field or something like that, and they were all, most of them were all fire, so it was just, I'd let him build up and then I'd clear his field just every time. He wasn't able to do, I think he only managed to do like 2 life to me the entire duel, or the entire freaking match. So and only 1 Goblin Fire Slinger. When he's tapped, it deals damage to your opponent. So say you attack for 1. Oh, excuse me. You attack for 1, he gets tapped, it burns your opponent for another 1. Unless he decides to block it, but he'd still end up burning your opponent for 1. Alright. Here we go. Getting into this nice little combination here. This little combination will end up burning your opponent for like 14 with the deck. Lightning Bolt, it only costs 1 mana to activate, and basically deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Next card is, alright, that was it for the creatures, guys, in case you couldn't tell. But next is Brimstone Volley. It costs 3 field to activate, or 3 mana. A lot more expensive to activate than Lightning Bolt, but Brimstone Volley deals 3 damage to a target creature or player. However, if a monster dies, or creature dies, that damage is upped to 5. Which is pretty nifty. For Goblin Grenades, he is a freaking awesome card as well. You, as an additional cost to cast a Goblin Grenade, sacrifice a Goblin. Goblin Grenade deals 5 damage to an enemy target or creature. Pretty simple. 3 Arc Trails. It only costs 2 to activate. Deals 2 to your opponent's life or creature. You take, and then another player takes 1. So it's so like you'll end up having to take the 1 if it's on a one-on-one, but if it's like a table match thing with a bunch of other people, you can just split it up. Active Treason, this is pretty much like a brain control, or mind control or something for Yu-Gi-Oh! Gain control of the target creature until the end of the turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of the turn. It can attack and be tapped this turn. So pretty nice. 1, Endless Looting. Draw 2, discard 2. It's got flashback on it, so I can use it if I need cards, speed the deck up a little bit. 2, getting into my fields. 2 Mock Nexuses. Not really a fan of it personally. Apparently the cards are $12.99 each or so. I pulled 2 inside this box that I got, so might as well. 2 Haunted Fengraf, I think it's how it's called. When you tap it, add 1 mana to your mana pool. You use 3, and when you tap it, you can sacrifice this to select to shuffle all your monsters in your graveyard and pick 1 at random and add it back to your hand. Anyway, getting towards this combo here. You need a couple lands. I believe you need at least, we'll go ahead and say seven mountains, and at least one other land if you want, or you can just do it with more mountain lands. But anyway, this is the combo for pretty much game. If you can get this into your hand and defend up until you get 2 lightning bolts, a brimstone valley, a goblin grenade, and an arsonist, you'd end up being set. Alright, because what you do is you tap 1 to bring out arsonist. Okay, pretty simple. Tap another 1 to bring out goblin grenade. Or, yeah, you tap 1 to bring out goblin grenade. Boom. He takes 5 from that. Goblin grenade dies, so he takes another 1. Then you can activate 1 fire. Go ahead and activate that because you don't need a mountain. You just need 2 of 1 and 1 fire. Play that. He takes another 5, which is 11. One for lightning bolt, 14. Another 1 for lightning bolt, which is another 17. You just down him to 3 life in 1 turn. And if you've done damage to him before that, that's usually pretty much frickin' game. As for the lands, I'm running all mountain lands, as you can tell, except for the other cards that I showed you. And I am running 1 copper caprice. It's artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets a +2/2 and can't block. Equip 3. Equip cost is 3. So it's 1 to play, 3 to equip. So I'll usually end up playing this on that big guy that I have in here. The only 3/3 monster I have, just to up him to a 5/5 and then use all their other effects just to keep upping them. Alright, well, let me know what you guys think. Just trying to get into the game so much so far, so it is a lot of fun. The duels take a lot longer though, so I kinda like it and I kinda hate it at the same time. Let me know. AlphaDog566. Peace out.